Greetings and salutations, everyone. This is Jason Bitbender Brink, and it is August 20th. Can't sort of believe how quickly the year is going. It's a little nuts. I'm going to go ahead and drop some links here in Discord, and then we can kick it off and we can talk about some stuff today, because there is a lot to talk about. Hi, Node. Welcome, sir. Welcome. Let me just get this here. I kind of meant to do it, a minute ago, but I got a little bit distracted because what I learned is that apparently there's been an update to Marbles, and I can't run it for some reason. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. DGM, my biz. Very nice to see you, as always. Okay. Guys hear me okay? I hope so. Let's see here. Okay. Lone Wolf. Hello, hello. Does anyone have any questions? Anything they want to know about? Ooh, it looks like there's some AMA questions that haven't been answered yet. One second. I'm going to drop this in here. Good morning, Roderbrecht. I saw that you sent me some DMs. I have not had a chance to read them yet, but I will check them out once this stream is done and a couple more things are out of the way. Now let me go into, let me see here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually going to uninstall this game, and then I'm going to reinstall it. Let's see how that goes. Alchemist says, morning, Data Fam. Good morning, Akash. Good morning, Rahul. So, while that reinstalls, let's go hit some of these AMA questions that people had. Let's see if there's anything new. Oh, no, nothing new since yesterday. There's the same question about the official roadmap, but I have gone ahead and added that. That should be getting added to the Git book here before too terribly long, so you'll be able to see that. Okay. Good morning, Art. Lil Naju, hello, hello. Want to run over a little topic here that was posted yesterday. So we have some partners that are primarily in Korea. It's a company called Credit Send. They do some really amazing stuff, and one of the things that they do is they connect with their community and they pass any sort of questions that they have on to us. And so there was a question that was asked. Let me go ahead and show you guys this really quick. Akash, bright sunny day with positive vibes. That is what I like to hear. Let me go ahead and give me just a second, guys. I need to get this set up. Rahul asks about the ultimate role. Let me go ahead one second. I need to change this. There we go. make this so everybody can see it. I don't know if there'll be more ultimate role stock added, but what there will be is other things that are going to be added. So you're going to be in good shape there. Okay, so this was a question that was asked yesterday, right? And I think it's really important, and I want to drill in on it a little bit. The question that came from CreditSend, one of the people in the CreditSend network, was, since the official documentation sets the requirements at 10 megabytes per second, I assume that with a 1 gigabyte per second network I should be fine. But is the multiple node operation still not allowed, even if the bandwidth is sufficient? The reason I ask is that even though containers share the same kernel, they are isolated, so I don't think it would significantly affect the CLI usage environment. If this needs to be confirmed with the technical team, could you also check whether or not it would be possible for a VM environment if containers are not allowed, since EC2 or VPS themselves are VM environments? I assume this would naturally be possible. I just want to reduce the overhead of by using containers. Okay. This is so important. This is so important. Okay. Now I'm going to read exactly what I wrote in just so it's very clear, and then we can discuss a little bit more, and we'll get to the questions about lamps and things like that. Okay. So what I wrote is, I would like to take a second to respond to this at length because it really strikes at the heart of DeepIn and everything that is currently wrong with this industry of fake decentralization. Okay. Well, it is technically possible to run multiple instances in a VM or containerized environment. It is highly suboptimal for the health of the network. A DeepIn network built entirely on stacked containers inside centralized servers clusters might function in the short term, but it stops being truly decentralized infrastructure. At its core, DeepIn is about creating real distributed capacity across the world, contributed by real community members. If everyone simply runs multiple containers in a single high bandwidth server, the network may look stronger on paper, but in practice it creates fragility. We would end up with large amounts of compute centralized in a handful of locations, and if these go online, the resilience of the entire network is compromised. That kind of architecture doesn't deliver the reliability and diversity of participation that people expect from decentralized systems. The reason this matters so much is that DeepIn isn't just technology, it's community. The strength of any decentralized network comes from the thousands of participants around the world, each contributing a small piece of the puzzle. This ensures that the network is robust, censorship resistant, and capable of scaling in ways that centralized deployments cannot. So while running nodes in containers might feel convenient, the long-term sustainability of the network depends on distribution across the actual community. If service fail because capacity is clustered instead of shared, adoption and usage will suffer. What makes DeepIn powerful is not just code or bandwidth, it is the people who make the network real. And just to be very clear, it is you guys that do that. Okay, so this is a really important thing that I wanted to kind of go over and answer because it's really important. Okay, so let me transition back here for a second. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna try to get this marble thing up in the background here. I had to update it, but it wouldn't update correctly. So I don't know. We'll test it out. We'll see what happens. Here, and I'll actually do this so you guys know in the event that it doesn't work, that it's not just me. Oh, it worked this time, it looks like. Okay, good. Let's try. There should be some new stuff here. Let's see what a random one is. Okay, let's do that. So in the next few days, we're going to be getting a new invite competition going in our entire Discord. So we can bring Hell Stage. We'll do the Hell Stage next. I'll make that one next because I thought that one was pretty brilliant. But yeah, so I wanted to dig into that question that people asked because it's so freaking important. Severance, come on, man. You got to be on Twitch for this. Everybody, who is entering exclamation play on YouTube and on X. You need to be on Twitch. Unfortunately, there's no other way for this to work. It does not work in other environments. I wish it did. That'd be really handy. Pretty sign. Nice to have you around as always. Okay, give me some good questions, guys. Subspace. What questions do you guys have? I want to answer questions. As much as I love giving you guys free shit, I want to also talk about what we're doing. Is my desktop audio coming through? Can you guys hear my little groovy dubstep in the background? Free. Gotta be on Twitch, buddy. No music for you, Subspace? There we go. GM. Can we later on upgrade the node tranche? No, you can't. The node is a node. Like, the nodes are just nodes. That's all they are. There we go. About TGE, will the 100% available? I don't know what that means. What 100% are you talking about? At no point in time is 100% of anything available. So, yeah. Rodeberg says that's very true about DPIN, but this is where the licenses should come in to isolate this aspect to a large extent. Yes, yeah, that's part of it. That's definitely part of it. Exclamation play if you are in Twitch. Exclamation play. We'll kick this one off. We'll do a little bit of merch here. Ooh, that's What would a fully built-out network look like in terms of connection speed? That's obviously gonna, be determined a lot by where you are and what the network looks like around you. You know, if you're in outer Mongolia and there's nobody there, then it's maybe going to be a little bit difficult for you. But that's true of centralized servers as well. Thanks for the follow, Juke Ninja Box, Ninja Xbox. What services are most amenable to a DPIN strategy? Honestly, pretty much anything. Anything that you can do at edge that isn't massive multi-unit computationally heavy. Lil Naju's talking about tokens. If the tokens from the alpha testnet will be dropped on TGE, yes, they're going to be dropped as capsules. This is something that we've been through a few times. Will Dgram later be listed in Binance, and what's the average price that will be based on your estimate? Unfortunately, I don't do estimates on price because I like not going to jail. It's like one of my favorite things is not going to jail based on things like that. So you will never, ever, ever get me to do a price estimate for you because, hell, dude, I don't know. You never know the way that the price action on these things is ever going to go. So, and as far as listing on Binance, I hope it would eventually list on Binance. That would be cool because, I do have, I've got a long history of working with Binance on a variety of things. I do know, a lot of people over there. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, let's kick this off. Okay. Whoa, wrong way. Pretty sign. Severance. Looks like you figured yourself out. That's good. What's going on here? Okay. I'm gonna follow you for a minute, Severance. I know you're not. Oh, Rahul. Rahul is gone. Sorry, sir. But that was a weak push. It was a very weak push. Will the multiplier from mainnet be for those who bought the node? There isn't a multiplier in mainnet. You're talking about the beta testnet? Yes, the multiplier then, well, it's not, yeah, it is a multiplier, but it will be for, yes, the people who purchased the node. You still have to run the alpha testnet node, though. You're gonna be the person that everyone focuses on today, Severance, just because, you know, it's kind of fun. We got to focus on somebody, right? Oh, there goes subspace. These are crazy maps. I should make a gigantic datagram map. Oh! There we go. I'll do merch for the top 5 today. Even though it's a small group, we'll do merch for the top 5. And subspace, you should who got there with their cool ball? Is that Rotobrecht and their cool ball? Yeah, that's Rotobrecht and his cool shiny ball. Rotobrecht says, I have a personal question out of curiosity, if you don't mind. You lived in the U.S. and you know how it is. I assume your kids grow up in Thailand. How do you feel they turned out? Well, my oldest child is 4, so we've got a lot of development to go. But I think it's an interesting thing, like when you talk about like child rearing in different cultures, because it's very different here. It's very, very different here. In Thailand, kids start going to school about 2.5, 3, and it's, I mean, like they head straight into school, which I find like really, really early, and they are not at all focusing on independent thinking and independent action and things like that. It's you know, it's very much like get in line. You learn how to follow the rules. You learn how to stand in line. You know, things like that. And it's not my style at all because I'm really not good at that. That said, the U.S., the way that education works there is yeah, it's pretty rough, to be honest. So I'm happier with the way things are here, but we'll see as time goes on. Right now we're homeschooling because I don't want to send them to school. So yeah, we'll see. Okay, what other questions do you guys have? I know I saw some. Let's see, BitBlazer. BitBlazer says, I'm hopeful this really takes off because the backbone of something truly decentralized so big everyone uses it. I still don't understand why things like decentralized secure messaging and communication isn't something blockchain is good for. Well, it's kind of interesting because there's blockchain is good for tracking the incentivization structure, but it's not good for, you know, doing the actual secure messaging and things like that. Because, you know, the whole point of secure messaging is that it doesn't exist everywhere forever. So writing secure messages on the blockchain where they could eventually be, you know, potentially cracked is, you know, counterproductive. But you know, having an incentivization structure and a deep-in structure with a deep-in layer that is based around all of these concepts is really important. You have to have that incentivization structure. Okay. Let's see here. Exclamation play, guys. If you are in Twitch. This very sketchy. Man, that was tough. I think this one killed a lot of people. We got Rotobrecht there, his shiny ball. Like, seriously, guys, why do more of you not have cool marbles? When is mainnet coming? All the nodes run, everything is stable. What's the next phase? The next phase is expansion. You know, we really need to get more actual users on this. We already have a good number of users. We've got, you know, over 1.2 million users, and that's a number that continues to grow. These are primarily based on like institutional clients and things like that. You know, it's very yeah, it's pretty cool. But that's the sort of the next phase, is how do we build all of that out. And part of that is giving you guys the tools to go on and bring people into the ecosystem as well. Oh my god. Let's see. What do we got? So the 50% allocation for operators happens on a descending curve, right? So there's a decay function to it. So that 50% is never fully distributed, ever. It's just, we'll reach a point in time where what is being distributed is the same amount as what is being burned, and then, you know, sorry. Rahul wants me to increase. I'm sorry you could hear my neck bones popping. That's there's probably at least half a dozen people going ah right now over that. My bad. Okay, so I'll make sure I have the microphone like more in the mouth and less on the popping neck bones. Okay, exclamation play, guys! Exclamation play. We'll do one more of these. Interesting. Okay. Alchemist said we must need more active to gain users after mainnet, and there'll be a big exposure event in each region. It's not about that, guys. It's not about, like, you know, a big flashy thing to get users. That's not how you get users. Like, think of AWS, right? Have you ever seen a big flashy AWS anything? Like, I think they sponsor like a Formula One car or something like that. But have you ever seen any big flashy AWS launch event? You've never seen that because it doesn't exist. They don't do that shit. You know, and so this is really about how do we build systems that allow other people to promote and, you know, drive this, you know, forward. Would you consider this DeepIn to be a layer 3? No. I mean, in a blockchain sense, or in a what do you mean as a layer 3 subspace? Okay, I'm going to kick this off because I know it's going to take it a hot minute to run through. I'm going to root for you today, Rogs. Ooh, there we go. Isabella. Oh, looks like a few people are buying the farm. Q-Ting, I'm sorry. Aya reigns. What is this? Oh wait, I didn't mean to do that. Oh man, I'm winning. That's not okay. Oh, not winning anymore. Oh, Isabella bought the farm too. What happens? What happens to the unclaimed capsules? They will be, well, the capsules themselves, nothing. It's not like we can do anything to people's NFTs. It's just that the tokens that would be given to those capsules will have been burned. Okay. Oh, there's Dan Platten. That's the previous record holder. Way ahead of everybody here. Corn Biscuit just died. Man, I said I was going to root for you, Rogs. That did not work out well for me. Look at that. Look at how... Like, I rooted for Rogs. This is not going well. Raro. Let's see people as they come in. Subspace bought the farm. No socks for you. Severance fell short. There we go. Oh, Rogs bought the farm. Sorry, Rogs. Rodebrecht. Oh. Oh. That was... Wow. I would be really weird if I didn't, you know, give something. I can't, like, do only the top 5. So basically, surviving on this one gets you merch. Okay. Okay, guys. I'm going to go ahead and, yes, definitely top 5 need to open tickets. How's the ecosystem planned to be used? It's planned to, you know, pay for development and things like that, as well as be part of the sort of fiat purchase loop. So people can come to us and they can buy data with fiat, and that we will need to burn tokens to generate that. And so that's where that comes from. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up for today. I got to go do some other stuff. I got some meetings here. So yeah, I will be in Discord. I will be handling questions and stuff like that all day. But I will catch up with you guys soon. Okay, so peace out, and I will see you on the flip side.
get down.